My dear child, there comes a time where you have to decide what is best for you, regardless of anyone's opinion on the matter. It may cost your old energies, but that is part of the beauty behind the process, the shedding of the old you to make a room for your new self. You are not the same and you will never be like anyone else. No one can duplicate the essence of who you are, and they can try, but they would not succeed. You are on a separate path that goes against the grain. You are the type to unapologetically stray from the pack to find your own calling. You are the type to believe vibes over words, and you are not ordinary in any ways, not even on your roast days. Release the mediocre energy from your surroundings and start accepting the fact that epic blessings of the highest degree already have your name on them. Whether or not you can see it or feel it, and you are being led by a greater force, and you are being divinely protected. If you are having trouble letting go, try not to think of what or who you are leaving behind. Instead, think about all the blessings that are approaching you now and that you are actively making more room for it. Every season is temporary, whether we want it to be or not. Accepting what is and moving forward from what was is a skill that only the most divine people possess, and you are one of them. Don't be afraid to start over. Follow your intuition and listen to your soul. It's taking you down the destined path you are meant to go on. No need to worry. Your best life is already locked in. Now is the time to move forward boldly with clarity, purpose, and power. My child, know that there are hundreds of blessings I have given in your life as a proof to show you I have the best blessings for you. If I was able to give you those blessings, do you think I'm not able to give you the right blessing in the right time? So instead of worrying about your life or future, believe in me. I know what you need and what the best you need. In the right time, I will give it to you. So don't sin, meditate on my word, pray about everything, and trust in me. When I gave the promise to Abraham, I did not give him immediately. I made him to wait for a long. Even when it took a long time, he was obedient and also believed in me and believed that if I have given him a promise, I am able to do it. What people thought impossible, I made that possible in his life and proved nothing is impossible for me and also proved no words from me will never return as void. Through his life, many got to know about me and believed in me, and in the same way, in your life, some promises may getting delayed and some prayers answered may get delayed. At that time, as how Abraham did, be obedient and have a faith in me and wait patiently on me. You know, I have a plan for everything, as like how many got to know about me and believed in me through Abraham's life. Many will get know about me through your life, and they will believe in me through the blessing what I am going to do in your life. My child, know that a quantum leap can happen at any moment, like right now in your life, and you are inches away from a major breakthrough. When you are in your most difficult times, you are on the precipice of your biggest breakthroughs. A rocket experiences the most resistance when taking off from the launch pad, and your positive mental attitude and deep commitment to growth and inner discovery will open doors that you could not imagine. So keep growing. Express your gratitude today for your progress and success. Move past asking for more and start thanking for what you already have. Pray with an appreciation for the love, happiness, and abundance that surrounds you. Pray with confidence that what you are working on is already yours. Pray with faith that you are prepared to receive big blessings at a moment's notice. Stand up firm in an attitude of gratitude. You are already abundantly blessed. My child, know that. Even if you don't see it, you are doing better than you give yourself credit for. Even if you have no idea what is going on or where you are supposed to be, you are doing better than you think you are. Even if you don't feel it, peace surrounds you, and you are not failing if you are trying your best. You are not failing if the results you want are not showing right now. Even if decisions you make now affect you later negatively, in the end it will be okay anyway. Choose your truth over fear. Choose to step out on your own, knowing that whenever you need support, someone will be there. Choose yourself over anyone else, and what is best for you will find you, and what is meant to be will come to be. Life is a rhythm of highs and lows and in betweens, but it is all a part of your story. It all matters because even if something is not meant to happen, redemption and healing can always happen. Mistakes can always be forgiven, freedom can always be found. You are free to be whoever you dream to be. You are deeply loved through it all. At the end of the day, what the matters most is how we make other people feel and how we impact them. How we make their life a little bit brighter every moment we have with them. Money matters, but not the most. Pleasure matters, but not the most. Connection matters, memories matters, laughter matters, and you matter. My child, know that life offers you the world when you are open and receptive. This is a powerfully vulnerable phase in your life. Most of your growths tend to gradual, but because of all the recent changes you are implemented, you are due for a big set of manifestations coming into form, and you know it is at a deeper level when the signs align with the elevated feelings of good things coming your way. You are carrying a lot of powerful leverage now, and it is important to use this energy wisely. Remain aligned, and you will be met with a healthy influx of abundance. You can't force attraction, you can't force people to see what they have not learned to see in themselves. You can't force people to understand what they have not learned for themselves. You can't force people to love the best parts of you when they have not learned to look for it in themselves. Be beautiful on your own terms, appreciate yourself, be proud of yourself, look for attraction on a soul level. And always remember, looking pretty and feeling pretty are two different things. Always choose to feel good under your own skin rather than try and look good for those who refuse to see you anything beyond that. You are safe and supported. Trust in the highest forces of the universe, always protecting and guiding you. Don't believe in fearful or doubtful thoughts or stories. Stay in your center and allow your love thoughts to simply flow. Let go and surrender. Meditate more. You have all the answer you seek. Access them by going within yourself and practicing being than doing. My child, know that if you woke up today with the opportunity to add another page to the story of your life, then you owe it to yourself to create the most beautiful story you can imagine, and whatever that is, however that looks to you, let the ink spill onto the blank page and fill the empty lines with the magic you thought was out there, but was really inside you. And this whole time, write a story of hope and redemption, of strength and perseverance, of falling apart and having the courage to pick up the broken pieces and put yourself back together again. Write about how you intimately know grief and heartbreak because you had the courage to love with your whole heart, even when you had no guarantees that you would receive the same love in return. Let the ink smear across the page from all the moments you laughed so hard that your tears left a permanent mark on the unwritten pages of your future. And let the spaces between words be quiet pause of appreciation, deep breath, and spiritual rest, gratitude for a life fully lived. And if you wake up today with the opportunity to add another page to the story of your life, then you owe it to yourself to write the story of how you lived it fully. Messy and affair, but hopeful and brave, heart open, vision clear, always looking towards the sun. My child, know that. Worry is essentially what happens and when we are not responding to life appropriately. Worrying about what might possibly happen is as useful and as productive as getting on a stationary exercise bike with the aim of cycling to the next town. It would not get you anywhere, and there is nothing useful or empowering about worrying or panicking about what might possibly happen. Worry is ultimately an indication to start responding to life, and it is never a reason to fear. Concern about what might possibly happen is a natural reaction when those unexpected or overwhelming events occur in our lives. However, worry is not helpful or healthy. Don't feel into those feelings, come back to what is actually happening here and now. Step back and find presence, peace, and perspective. My child, know that. Be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth, then let His source take it from there. When you are going through struggle in a situation and it seems that things just don't seem to get better, and it can trigger off fear based energy, especially when you are holding on to something internal that you may not realize. Many times it can be ego that is holding you back, and this can happen to anyone. Admitting your mistakes, releasing unwanted energy. Letting go of fear and that is holding you back will help you see the truth. Being honest with yourself takes a lot of courage and strength, and it is part of your spiritual growth. Once you release the fear, you are able to fear of your higher self in the messages that are being given to you. Letting go and surrendering is humbling yourself and allowing God to take over and release the fear, replacing it with peace to direct your path. Having the trust, faith, and believing in yourself that things are going to get better if you just release those old past wounds and unwanted patterns. My child, know that the key to turning your life around has much more to do with letting go than with trying hard. Letting go does not mean doing nothing, it means doing less, more, it not always better. You get there by slowing yourself down. You have to take a step back to prepare for a big step forward. You have to take some time out to restore, renew yourself, and return with a fresh perspective. How willing you are to let go determines how far you can go. Allow yourself to let go a little, and you will be able to see change take a place in your life effortlessly. Whatever you do, follow the voice that whispers through your spirit, not the one that shouts at your ego. Stay in tune with the energy that helping you evolve. Use your divine keys to open up new levels of yourself. Faith is the key to mastering patience, and gratitude is the key to unlocking joy. You deserve the gifts you have been praying for, and you deserve to have them delivered on time. Don't doubt your inner strength. You are doing exactly what your future self needs you to do. The brighter your light, the better you can see the blessings that are heading your way. You will be faced with opportunities today to be positive or negative, to have a good attitude or bad attitude, to let God lead or let your ego lead. Every move you make it a choice, including letting another make a choice for you or letting circumstances choose. Whoever, whatever you have blamed before, you made a choice somewhere. Your choices bring you closer to God or further away. Taking responsibility for yourself is empowering. Learn from the bad choices and look for opportunity to make good choices. God will give you plenty. My child, know that stop letting the past sabotage your future self. When you carry all the baggage from the past, you are never really free to make a choice that is empowering for you. The ego always like to relieve the past even when you know that you have outgrown it completely. You can't be on the frequency of your highest self if you still carry all the stories and narratives of the past. It is about choosing from awareness, not the past baggage. When you start letting go of the past, you start becoming more empowered and you start choosing your highest potential. Time and again, life teaches you the same lesson when you are tired of learning. That people can change overnight, that efforts can fade, that feelings are fleeting, that what you believed were promises were only made up lies. Every time you get convinced to give people a chance, they go ahead and remind you why you should not. They make you live through not just a fresh heartbreak but also all the others you encountered in the past. Every time you hurt, you are not just recovering from that one wound, you are dealing with the baggage of all the previous times your trust and hopes was shattered. And it brings you back to square one, makes you feel like no matter how many times you try, you are nowhere close to understanding how people can just turn their backs and walk away from what they claim to once love. My child know that when we find it too difficult to arrive fully into the present moment, it is almost always because the quiet is telling us something we are not yet ready to hear. The longer we avoid looking honestly at ourselves, the louder our inner worlds will become. When we find the courage to look long enough into the eyes of our demons, they dissolve into crying children just asking us to set them free. We don't need a lot to be happy, but we do need things that are real. We do need things that grip our hearts and live in us and make us feel like we are here for a reason. Here to experience something that could only be touched by a human body, understood by a human mind, loved by a human heart. When we deny ourselves the authentic experience of being alive, we reach for more when what we really want is not to stretch wider but to go deeper. You don't have to run forever. The answers you are looking for have probably been with you all along. The journey has not been about finding that truth, but straightening your inner resolve to choose what you have always known is right. Even if the world would not understand, even if you might disappoint some people, even if it might scare you or challenge you or make you feel vulnerable in a way you never have before. I hope you will discover that making it is not always about where you end up, but how you take each step. When you change your relationship with today, you change your relationship with tomorrow. My child, know that life is like a constant flowing river, always moving, always changing. There are flashes of happiness and bursts of pain, and nothing lasts forever is at the tip of our tongue every time it all falls apart. But it is true, nothing lasts forever. Happiness is fleeting, pain temporary, and love changes with every season. And I know that this world make it seem like something is wrong with you. If you are feeling low, I know that this world make it hard to be heartbroken. But there is nothing wrong with your life if you are going through a difficult time. Accept each emotion and let yourself experience it entirely: joy, discomfort, love, excitement, nostalgia, all of it. And because the tide will turn and what you experience today will disappear tomorrow, which means that living in the moment is all that you truly have. And sometimes life feels like the biggest blessing you could have received. Sometimes it feels like you are on top of the world and nothing could be better than this. And other times it is hard, it is so incredibly hard, but that is okay because everything is temporary, every emotion fleeting, and all you really have in this ever expanding universe is this present moment. All you really have is today. My child, know that your grief is your own. It may sneak up in moments that feel inconvenient, but the loss of someone you love was never something that was convenient. So your grief would not be either. You will grieve, you will cry, you will break down, you will be a mess, but you don't owe anyone an apology for how you choose to grieve. Grief is messy, grief is unkind, grief comes bearing a heaviness you did not ever know about before, but in that grief, what you find is the kind of people who will be at least try to lighten the load of what it is you are carrying. No one can bring them back or make them pain go away, but on the other side of this coin, that is grief, is so much love for someone who left too soon. My child, know that transformation and further upgrades are still continuing to occur on many levels across the collective. You are in alignment, and as one cycle ends, a wonderful fresh start will emerge for you. Day by day, you are getting stronger and becoming more aware of certain things around you. Remain present and continue to keep yourself as grounded and balanced as possible. What you have been doing so far has been working. Well done. What you put out, you get back, and now it's your time to receive. You are always in this relationship through thick and thin, and that is with yourself. Do you honor all that you have been through? Are you grateful for the soul who will still here living and breathing despite all the times you thought you would not make it through? Are you choosing to love yourself in all your wholeness despite the mistakes and failures you have had? It's easy to focus on and remember all that you have done wrong, but what about all that you have done right? Self love is love, all and every part of it, not just a good, not just a bad, everything messy and layered in between. Love is a choice, love is a revolution. You are love, and the butterflies and the swoon. The attack, the disappointment with another, with yourself, and love would not be any other way. My child, no, dad. Changes are happening so that you can flow and grow with into your next phase of life. Soon you will be called to get out there, be seen, and make new connections. It is important to continue becoming completely independent of past bonds and heal to raise your vibration to receive what is coming. You are strong enough to rewrite your belief systems and have a unconditional loving people in your life and that are reciprocating the same relationship goals with you. Today, this understanding is revealing itself so you can attract these people, and the Holy Spirit is here mentoring you on how to align with this. She is intuitively guiding you on how to protect yourself while remaining open to receive these new opportunities. My child, no, dad. Systems, structures that which forms a pattern, a series or a cycle of ideas or observations which allow you to create a perception of continuity and cohesion. Systems of beliefs, we often discuss the idea that it is your belief that create the physical reality you experience. Every one of these beliefs is the representation of a particular vibrational resonance, a particular frequency of the fundamental energy patterns that give rise to physical reality, a particular vibration. And so, as that vibration is manifested into your physical reality, as your psychological experience reality, because it operates on a certain wavelength, it will have a tendency in psychological reality to gather to itself patterns of vibratory frequencies similar in nature to the original vibration. It will key into other beliefs, other vibratory patterns that will aggregate around this primary belief so as to set up what appears to be a frame of reference in which to perceive and understand the original belief by surrounding itself with slightly out of phase vibration. It is similar but not exact so that you have a reference point, some surroundings, some illusion of background against which you can see the primary belief. The aggregation, the drawing together of similar belief systems so as to allow the primary belief to stand out occurs quite automatically and naturally within you, as you say, quite second nature. It occurs so rapidly you may not even realize or have not realized that this is what you are doing, creating the seeming background of reality that in your society you often think of as that is the way your reality is. Your life happens in this reality, in the specific beliefs of your reality. They manifest themselves against this backdrop of the overall reality. But this overall reality is not simply that is the way it is. It is the background you create by surrounding the primary belief structure you have with similar belief structures so that you can create a gradation. a variation of beliefs to expand outward from you in order to create a backdrop against which to see the primary beliefs of your life, the primary focus of your life. These structures, after a time, you have become ingrained within you to the extent that you take this background for granted. And as we have said, you think of it much as if it is something that exists without you. Thus, it has been one of the primary mechanisms that have allowed you to experience the illusion of the universal reality as seemingly outside of yourselves. My child, know that the most courageous choice we can make for ourselves is to never stop believing in love, and not just any love, the kind that we have always dreamed of, the kind that feels too good to be true, the kind that the world invalidates and mocks at, the kind that they call delusion and then glorify in poetry and ballads, the kind they refuse to believe in, the kind they want but fear protecting, because that is the kind of love worth fighting for, the kind of love worth hurting for, the kind of love worth dismissing every other heartbreak for, the kind of love worth healing for, the kind of love worth being in, the kind of love truly worth believing in. And it takes a rather brave heart to believe in the unknown. And who said that a couple or few heartbreaks could make us weak? My dear God, thank you for another morning and the ability to see another beautiful sunrise. Today I choose to walk closely to you so that whatever comes my way, we can face it together. I need your guidance today, Father, so I don't trip on my own feet and make any irrational decisions or think and speak negatively. I will put on the greatest gift you have given me, my helmet of salvation, so I leave no room for the enemy's attacks. I walk in the authority and power you have given to me since birth. Dear Father in heaven, we thank you that you have always been gracious to us, revealing your great goodness and power in ages past and in the present. In this revelation we live, Lord our God. You are the Almighty One who works wonder on earth and who rules the heavens, so that we can be blessed and help on our earthly path. Let your goodness and your justice be revealed throughout all the world. Arise, O Lord our God, let your light shine in us who believe in you. Let your light shine into the whole world, and let your name be glorified. You are indeed our Father, both in heaven and on earth. You give our lives security now and in eternity. Amen. My child, know that we are saved by God's grace through faith, not by works. Out works cannot save us. We need the grace of God to be saved. If we were able to save ourselves by works, Jesus would not have died for our sins, but he died because we need his grace to be saved. We cannot save ourselves. We must believe in him to be saved. For by grace are saved through grace, and that not of yourself. It is the gift of God, not of work, lest any man should boast. Our work doesn't save us. What good is it, my brothers, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can that faith save him? If a brother or sister is poorly clothed and lacking in daily food, and one of you says to them, "Go in peace," he warmed and filled without giving them the things needed for the body, what good is that? So also faith by itself. But someone will say, "You have faith and I have works." Show me your faith apart from your works, and I will show you my faith by my works. And you believe that God is one, and you do well. Even the demons believe and shudder. Do you want to be sure, you foolish person, that faith apart from work is useless? Faith without work is dead. We must shine brightly for Jesus and be a vessel for Him. We can only be saved by God's grace, not by works. Our works don't save us, our works show that we are saved, and faith without works is dead. In the same way, let your light shine before others so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. Let your light shine, do good works for the glory of God. Don't hide the light of Jesus within you and share it. My child, know that. I hope you are learning to give yourself the credit you deserve. I hope you are beginning to recognize just how strong are you pulling yourself through each and every difficult time in your life. I hope you allow this realization to walk with you alongside any obstacles or roadblocks you might encounter along your journey. I hope you know just how much you are capable of, and that no matter how challenging a situation may seem, you have the courage to keep moving, to keep growing, and to keep healing. I hope you can look in the mirror and say, "I'm proud of you," and really mean it. And above all, I hope you realize just how incredible you are and just how much you deserve your own love. Dear someone, know that in the end, I seek a home, but sometimes I feel homeless. No one feels home, and no place resembles home. Though I have built many homes, at one point I could not name one where I found everything. One home had my heart, the second home had my belongings, the third home had my dreams. I have changed many home addresses. I have defined the idea of home over and over. I have built and burned homes. The home that I built with him over the years collapsed. We collapsed while growing up, and there is just one home, but then not only does our addresses change, the meaning of home changes from a place to a feeling. What we called our home felt like a building, and a building turned into our home. The people we grow up with became stranger, and strangers became home. And I used to believe there was just one home. But so many people felt like home, and so many places became home. I'm building a home with someone, and while that love is a progress, does not make me homeless. I wish finding a home was as easy as drawing one. Dear souls, know that. Arms wide as you walk the tightrope, grace and beauty personified, unafeared of the fall. As the net below sings a song only you can hear, a sweet melody daring you to scream. The peacekeeper, the harmonizer, the gentle breeze that envelops us in her warm embrace, and there is absolutely nothing that makes you shine brighter than bringing balance to this world. Your fair mind, charming smile, and pure intentions are only the very tip of the iceberg when it comes to the beauty you emanate. You are the light at the end of the tunnel, a gentle head when times are rough, and the love this world so desperately needs. I hope you know that the scales have always been tipped in your favor, that you know it is okay to dive into your inner universe, that you deserve that some peace and perspective you so effortlessly give to others. I hope you know that you too are worthy of being seen. Understand, accepted, and loved, that your feelings are just as valid as anyone else, that in order for you to live up to your utmost potential, you must first bring yourself home centered and aligned. My child, may you always love like no matter and vibrate higher than us all. May you always let your wild heart run free and forever bask in the magic that follows. Dear someone, and that means I feel things so very deeply. I don't forget easily, and the pain lingers a little longer, and I get overwhelmed easily, and my environment affects me more than I want exists to. I have to be mindful that what I watch and what I listen to, and that means I have to disconnect periodically to check in with myself and ground myself when needed. My intuition is almost always on point. I understand energy. I know what is left unsaid and what is lingering underneath the surface. So when I switch up, it's because I know what was said when I was not around. I no longer let anyone use my sensitivity against me, and it is my gift. So I got more in tune with my sensitivity and I fine tune it. I know why my sensitivity was too much for some. They were threatened me what they did not understand. I keep breaking myself in half for you each time I let you come in and out of my life. You found a way to disappoint me, and I could not see the problem. No matter what you did, you know I had a soft spot for you. You would sell me sweet lies by telling me what I wanted to hear, but not necessarily what you wanted. I was naive until the day I realized if you were dumb enough to let me go, and I had to be smart enough to let you go. I'm okay with being alone. I have learned to meet my own needs and show myself love in the way that I desire to be loved, so my solitude has become scared. I don't feel the need to keep misaligned connections out of loneliness. I would rather be alone than be with the wrong people, and I don't feel guilty for choosing myself. And it is how I stay true to myself. So, if me choosing me makes you not like me, I'm okay with that. My child know that. While flowers are not intentionally planted, they are unfamed, natural, and free. Their fragrances calls bees to pollinate so that seeds are created to continue the cycle of life. These kinds of natural flowers don't try to be profuse and beautiful, they just are without struggle or worry, and they are abundant without effort. Prosperity is your birthright. And the grand profusion of a field of untamed flowers reminds you that a windfall is coming, and it is simply a matter of aligning your vibration and frequency with that which you is easier to manifest. Everything is blossoming in life. Open yourself to receive. Abundance, fulfillment, and prosperity are ready to be activated in your life. Life desires you to prosper. You are moving toward an outpouring of money, energy, time, or love. Opportunities are limitless. However, you must take action in the direction of your dreams. Don't wait for abundance to fall into your lap. Take a step, give deeply, and fully, don't hold back. This card reveals that this is a great time to take investments. The more you give with the free, and the more you give with a free and open heart, the more you will receive. Be grateful for what you already have, and even more will flow to you. My child, know that. And the Lord said unto Moses, how long will this people provoke me, and how long will it be they believe me for all the sign which I have shewed among them? And I will smite them with the pestilence and disinherit them, and will make of thee a greater nation and mightier than they. And Moses said unto the Lord, then the Egyptians shall hear it, for thou broughtest up this people in their might from among them, and they will tell it to the inhabitants of this land, for they have heard that thou, Lord, art among this people, and that thou, Lord, art seen face to face, and that the cloud standeth over them, and that thou goest before them by daytime in a pillar of a cloud and in a pillar of fire by night. Now, if they stalk kill all his people as one man, then the nations which have heard the fame of Dod will speak, saying, because the Lord was not able to bring this people into the land which he swore unto them, therefore he hath slain them in the wilderness. Type yes if you have faith and trust in universe, and if you want your all wishes comes true, type amen.